Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to do a first impressions and review on an eyeshadow palette, and it's quite funny because me and this lovely person called Emily, or her name's Ethical M, she's got a blog and Instagram which I'll leave a link down below in case you're interested. She's very similar to me where she likes to use all cruelty-free things, and then she also explores like natural beauty, green beauty, that kind of thing as well. BellaIzzy have recently kind of brought out 3 palettes around the same time, eyeshadow palettes, all very beautiful. And we were chatting about how because we chat quite a lot on Instagram and how beautiful they look, and we always enter those little silly competitions on Instagram to try and win one. And I was in Superdrug the other day and there was one palette out of the 3 that really drew my attention, and I saw it in Superdrug and I had to get it. So it is the Fall in Love palette by BellaIzzy. It's beautiful, kind of all matte shades, very autumnal. As you can see, I've still got the plastic on here, so has not been touched at all. So I'm going to do a first impressions and review on it, and yeah, I just couldn't resist anymore and I had to get this palette. Yeah, so the palette retails for £6.49, which BellaIzzy is a very affordable brand from a drugstore. It's lovely. It does vegan products as well, and this actually happens to be one of the vegan products, which is amazing. I think BellaIzzy does a really nice product. I actually realised the other day that I've never tried eyeshadows from BellaIzzy. I've tried concealer, powder, I've tried highlighters, contour things, brow products, lipsticks, all that, but I don't think I've ever tried eyeshadows from them. So I'm very excited to give this a go. So 10 eyeshadows in here, very autumnal as you can see. They're all matte, which I think is beautiful. A mix of warm and cool tone shades. You can really create a nice combination of looks, I think. It comes with a little mirror, which I think is always handy with stuff like this. So you've got this beautiful kind of matte white shade here. There is a little bit of fallout, but nothing crazy. So it is just there, you can't really see it because it kind of matches my skin tone. But this is going to be great for me for setting my eyes after I put concealer or primer down my eyes, kind of acting as a base kind of thing, or as a matte brow bone highlight. That's really pretty. I really want to swatch this red colour here. I think this looks so pretty. I wish these shades had names, I have to say. But hey ho. So that's the red shade there. It's a little bit, like I said, there's some fallout to it, but as long as it blends on the eyes, I think that's fine. That's a really beautiful red. And with this yellow orange is really beautiful, kind of mustard, I guess. Looks really beautiful, yeah. So you have to be careful, you do have to tap it out. It's that one there. Again, a very beautiful colour, I think. Not the most pigmented eyeshadows, I have to say, so far, but I am just kind of swatching them at the moment. We'll just have to see how they're on my arm. So this is this colour here that I'm just playing around with. It's that one there. Again, very autumnal. So you have got some more neutral shades here, which are going to be more like bases to eyeshadow, or I quite like these kind of shades to help blend out bolder colours if I want to soften them slightly. And let's just do one more shade. Let's do this kind of, is it a black? Yeah, it's either a black or a very, very dark brown here. Oh, I'd say, I don't know, it's kind of, it might be a black, but it could be a very, very dark brown. That colour there. Okay, so I haven't actually primed my eyes yet, so I'm just going to take a bit of concealer and prime my eyes quickly. This is a step I always do with eyeshadows. So I'm going to take that matte white shade and I'm going to set that concealer in place. So it's going to act as our base today. I'm just going to do that with my Luxie 205 brush. Yeah, so make sure you tap off because you are going to get some fallout. I have done my foundation already, so I don't want to ruin that. I think I'm going to take this shade here to begin with. I'm going to take it on my 100% Pure E40 brush, and I'm going to build this up as my transition shade today. So make sure you tap off. And then, oh, and blend. I've actually got clean brushes for once, so I can truly see the colour pay off. So it's a really nice neutral colour, great for starting off your transition, a very soft shade, which I think is very blending out nicely at the moment. I really like the mix of cool and warm tones in here, so you can really kind of get versatile looks with this palette. Then I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade down here and kind of start deepening up the crease area. Oh, so as you can see, these are pigmented eyeshadows. So don't be fooled by swatches sometimes. You need to actually play with them on your eyes to fully see how they work. So as you can see, that's just blending beautifully into the other colour. Okay, then I'm going to pick up that orange shade here. I'm taking a slightly smaller brush. This is my Freedom brush. I don't know what number this is, but I'll try and find it and link it down below if I can. I'm going to blend this kind of onto the lid now. So I'm focusing this mainly on the outer section, bring it slightly into the crease. And because I'm tapping off the brush each time I dip into the eyeshadow, I'm getting zero fallout on my skin, which is great. Okay, then I'm going to pick up some of that first shade we used for the transition. Like I said, these are great for kind of blending out eyeshadows, bold eyeshadows, making them slightly softer. So I'm taking that back on the E40 100% Pure brush and just kind of making sure everything is blended. Okay, and then I'm going to take the really dark kind of either dark brown black shade. I don't think it's pure black, I think it's more of a really dark brown, on my Real Techniques and eye shading brush. So it's quite a small compact brush. It's going to pick up a lot more product. And I'm going to kind of just put this in the outer corner of my lid. And just take some more of the orange and just help blend that shade together. Okay, then I'm going to pick up that white shade again. I just want to re-intensify the inner corner, so create a really good gradient effect. It's going to help really brighten up the inner corner section. Okay, then for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to dip into this beautiful red, deep red shade here. I'm going to take my E20 brush from 100% Pure for this and just run this along the lower lash line. Get the fringe out of the way. And then I think I'm going to take some of that black that dark shade again, just here on my pencil brush, and run this along just the outer section of the lower lash line. Like that. I'm just going to take a bit more of that white shade with my finger just to really pop in the inner corner. And I realised I haven't played around with that kind of mustard, yellowy orange shade when I really wanted to, so I'm just going to pick a little bit up on my Luxie 229 and just kind of blend this in onto the lid slightly, just to add a bit more warmth there. Ooh, that's pretty. Because it was kind of that red and the yellow that were really drawing my attention to this palette, and I realised I hadn't used the yellow yet. Like that. Then, just to finish off, I'm going to quickly go in with some mascara, and then that's the eye look done. And then finally, just going to add a lip colour to this. This is the Dose of Colours Liquid Lipstick in Truffle. Okay, so that completes the makeup look. Now for my kind of review and first impressions on this palette, I think it's a really beautiful palette. They're really lovely shades. I was a bit worried when I swatched them on my arm. They weren't the most pigmented, but actually working on the eyes, they produce really beautiful pigmentation and a colour to them. Really blendable, as you saw. I love the colours in this. Very autumnal, very perfect for this time of year. I feel like because they're all matte and you've got a mix of warm and cool tone shades, you can really do a lot of looks with this. And actually I was thinking, if you would like, I would quite like to do a video using this palette again, where I kind of use it and see how many looks I can come up with using just this palette. So if that's something you'd be interested, let me know down below, and maybe give me a figure of looks you would like to see me do with this. Obviously within reason, I can't do like 50 looks using this palette, but you know what I mean. So just if you'd like to see that palette, let me know down below. That video in fact. but I think this palette is really beautiful. Like I said, I hadn't used Barry Amp eyeshadows before. I've used most of the rest of the products from Barry Amp, but not eyeshadows. I think this is really beautiful. Like I said, it was only £6.49, which is really, I think, a reasonable price for this. You get 10 shades, really beautiful. A mirror in the palette, which I love, so you can travel with it and stuff. It comes in like a cardboard packaging, like some other products, which is, I've got the Barry Amp Chisel Cheek Contour Kit, which comes in this packaging, and it's a relatively sturdy kind of packaging. I haven't really had any issues with it, and I've had it for a long time and stuff. So I think it's a really beautiful palette. Love the colours in this. So I would highly recommend this palette. I'd love to try the other two palettes they've kind of recently come out with, which has more metallics and more kind of colourful shadows to them. But this palette definitely just was the one that I kind of was drawn to, and it is beautiful, as you can see here. So I think that's it for this video. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've tried it or if you'd like to try it, and kind of your thoughts on it and stuff, and how you think it worked, how it blended from the video, what you saw. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video.